dark reality of love and power, a philosophical awakening for the modern man. Most men spend their lives confused, chasing love, validation, and happiness from women, only to end up heartbroken, used, or quietly imprisoned in lives of silent compromise. They internalize movies, fairy tales, romantic comedies, and self-help slogans. They are told love will find them if they are good enough, sensitive enough, respectful enough. But behind this illusion lies a structure, cold, precise, and brutal in its design. It isn't personal, it isn't spiritual, it isn't fair. It is biological strategy, wrapped in cultural fantasy. Across millennia, some of the world's most profound minds, Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, Jung, Freud, Machiavelli, Plato, Sartre, Seneca, Otto Weininger, and more, have peeled back this illusion. What modern men call love is more often a mirage, built on instinct, psychology, and power asymmetry. The sooner a man wakes up, the sooner he reclaims clarity, purpose, and peace. Love isn't what you think it is. Arthur Schopenhauer was blunt. Love is not divine, it's a reproductive illusion. When you believe she's the one, you aren't discovering a soulmate. You're experiencing a hormonal hallucination rooted in nature's goal, reproduction. That electric feeling, it's your genes assessing her hips, skin, health, and youth. Her brain is scanning for dominance, provision, and genetic superiority. He wrote, "Love is the ultimate goal of almost all human effort, but not as a virtue, as a trap, a hormonal gamble that favors nature, not you." Friedrich Nietzsche agreed, noting how love becomes a polite form of war. And thus spoke Zarathustra, he warned, "You are going to women? Do not forget the whip." He didn't mean violence, he meant awareness. Don't approach love unarmed. Too many men expect loyalty as a reward for sacrifice. But nature doesn't reward sacrifice, it rewards strength. Seneca warned against becoming emotionally entangled, saying that a wise man should be self-contained, not dependent on another's affection. A man is unhappy only as he has convinced himself he is, he said. That includes convincing yourself she'll love you just because you loved her first. Plato in the Symposium observed that what we call love begins in desire and physical beauty, but must ascend to higher truth. Most never do. Sartre, in Being and Nothingness, warned, "To love is to wish to possess the freedom of another." Love, in this view, becomes an existential conflict. Otto Weininger, in Sex and Character, argued that male and female energies operate differently. Man is order, woman is chaos, man is individuality, woman is species. The tragedy of possession. Ever noticed how women lose interest once they secure you? Once the conquest is over, the chemistry fades. Schopenhauer called this the tragedy of possession. He argued that the chase, not the commitment, is where nature embeds desire. Once the need is satisfied, biology disengages. Jung expanded this through his idea of anima projection, the internal feminine image men project onto women. We don't love her, we love our dream of her. This is why men often become obsessive, idealistic, and dependent. They aren't just pursuing a woman, they're trying to recover a lost part of themselves. Emotional warfare, the hidden game. Freud said female power lies in emotional warfare. Not brute strength, but influence. Not direct conflict, but shaping perception. Machiavelli understood this deeply. In The Prince, he taught that to be loved or feared, a ruler must control appearances. So too in relationships, what she sees matters more than what is. Robert Greene, in The Art of Seduction, reveals that the true seducer never chases. He draws others in, through absence, through mystery, through controlled presence. This is modern masculinity. Frame, the ability to hold your line no matter what storm hits. The man who masters frame becomes invulnerable to emotional sabotage. A woman's love is conditional. This is one of the hardest truths for men to accept. Female love is not unconditional. It is based on utility, on value, on what you represent. Lose your status, your edge, your strength, and watch her love fade. Not because she is evil, but because her biology demands she select the fittest option. As Plato taught, love begins in need, not truth. Nietzsche echoed this, saying that people often fall in love not with others, but with their own yearning. Sartre added that love is a desire to possess, while pretending to honor the other's freedom, a paradox that ends in resentment. Modern love is a rigged game. Schopenhauer warned of a system rigged against romantic idealism. Today, it's even worse. The digital age has made women more desirable, and men more disposable. Dating apps, attention economies, and social media inflate ego and devalue commitment. Robert Greene shows how seduction has become a market, where likes, follows, and validation are the new currency. Men are told to be nice, to provide, to be emotionally open, but nature doesn't care. Nature rewards power. A woman doesn't fall for kindness, she falls for strength. She admires compassion, but only when it comes from a man she already respects. Every relationship is a test. Women test constantly, not out of cruelty, but biology. The compliance test, will you bend to her whims? The investment test, will you chase when she pulls away? The emotional test, can she unbalance your frame? Most men fail because they never understood the game. They thought love was earned through effort, not identity. Seneca warned, he who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Men suffer by investing without awareness. The tests never end because evolution demands women filter for the strongest signal, the rarest man, the sovereign mind, the invisible battlefield. Jung said the man who fails to integrate becomes fragmented, and fragmentation is weakness. Weininger described the split masculine essence as principle, feminine essence as presence. When man forgets his role, he becomes reactive, feminized, dependent. The man who chases loses. The man who orbits becomes irrelevant. The man who submits gets discarded. But the man who embodies strength, without demand, without performance, becomes magnetic. He becomes what every ancient philosopher described, complete unto himself, reclaiming power, the new masculine path. You are not here to be chosen, you are here to choose. You are not here to serve. You are here to build. You are not here to prove your worth. You are here to embody it. The three pillars of the sovereign man. Economic sovereignty, Schopenhauer. Money is human happiness in the abstract. Control your income, control your freedom. Philosophical clarity, Nietzsche. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Think, question, refine. Physical master, Seneca. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity. Strength is the root of all stability. These aren't trends. They are commandments of survival. This is not war against women. Let's be clear. This is not a war against women. It is a war against delusion. The man who hates women is still enslaved by them. The man who blames women is still reacting to them. But the man who sees clearly, he becomes free. The final word. The great synthesis. Plato pointed toward transcendence, Machiavelli toward ruthless realism, Freud toward subconscious truth, Jung toward psychological wholeness, Nietzsche toward raw will, Schopenhauer toward brutal realism, Sartre toward existential ownership, Seneca toward inner resilience, Weininger toward instinctual structure, Green toward seductive strategy. Together, they form one voice. Wake up, see the game, stop playing it blindly. This is not about hating women. It's about loving truth. It's about mastering self. It's about becoming the kind of man women cannot manipulate, because you do not chase them. You chase vision, you chase strength, you chase sovereignty. And this is where your real life begins.